Title: Bridging the Journalism Skills Gap. Lessons from Ezra Levant's Crusade Against Bill C-11. Introduction. In an era characterized by abundant yet potentially ambiguous information, we grapple with the challenge of distinguishing fact from fiction and unbiased reporting from politically influenced narratives. At Skills Gap Trainer Communications, we strive to elevate journalistic integrity and illuminate the endeavors of those who champion its core principles. This report underscores the work of Ezra Levant, founder of Rebel News in Canada, whose discourse on the proposed Bill C-11 serves as a robust example of investigative journalism. About Ezra Levant and Bill C-11. Ezra Levant, a Canadian media personality and former host of Rebel News, provides a critical analysis of Bill C-11, a proposed piece of legislation related to internet regulation and censorship in Canada. If passed, this law could drastically reshape digital communication in the country, with potential implications for freedom of speech, online privacy, and information accessibility. Levant's analysis, which extends beyond mere commentary, serves as a call to action against what he perceives as an infringement on fundamental democratic principles. Levant's major discussion points. Levant raises several key points during his discourse, such as the need for legal action, mobilization for the cause, the perceived control of media by Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, the importance of the Internet as a bastion for free speech, and the promotion of Rebel News Plus. His discourse culminates in a 4-point plan of resistance against the proposed law, encapsulating petition signing, attending public hearings, funding their legal challenge, and joining as a plaintiff in the lawsuit. The impact of Levant's discourse. Levant's discourse underscores the vital role journalists play in society, especially when it comes to holding power to account. Without diligent and courageous journalists like Levant, such legislative proposals might pass unchecked, potentially leading to erosions in the free and open exchange of ideas, which are central to democracy. His work also highlights the need for journalists who can navigate complex legal and technological landscapes, dissect impacts, and present the truth to the public. This is where the journalism skills gap becomes prominent. Learning from Levant. Levant's discourse serves as a guiding star, demonstrating the indispensable skills that journalists need to master. Deep dive into complexity. Deconstructing legislative puzzles, understanding their potential repercussions, and conveying these to the public in a language they can understand. Persistence and resilience. Holding their ground against the gales of adversity to bring the truth to the forefront. Mobilizing the audience. Encouraging viewers to evolve from passive bystanders to active defenders of democratic processes. Creating a narrative. Weaving a compelling narrative tapestry that informs and galvanizes. Transparency. Building trust through the crystal clear waters of transparency. Being candid about the challenges and potential costs of the mission. Reflection on Levant's contribution and the dangers of journalism. Journalism, in all its glorious madness, is akin to a daring chase for truth, often navigating through a minefield of personal risks. And standing tall amidst this chaotic ballet is Ezra Levant, an unflinching crusader of truth. Despite accusations of extremism, Levant's tenacity embodies journalism's transformative power, wielding it as a tool for societal accountability and change. He personifies the audacious spirit of countless courageous journalists who, in the face of adversity, held on to their commitment to truth like a bull terrier with a bone. Through the annals of time, the path of journalism has been strewn with stories of brave souls who dared to rattle the cage. The narratives of James Foley, Marie Colvin, Daniel Pearl, Anna Politkovskaya, Jamal Khashoggi, Terry Anderson, Gary Webb, Veronica Guerin, Tim Hetherington, and Paul Gehard serve as a sobering reality check of the stakes involved in this heroic endeavor. Their legacy stands as a stark reminder for journalists like Levant, who, armed with their pen and unwavering resolve, march into the eye of the storm of political and social adversity. Yet, as the saying goes, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, or at least, gives you a great anecdote. Think about the likes of Jesus, Nelson Mandela, Mahatma Gandhi, Martin Luther King Jr., Socrates, and Anne Frank. Their brush with near-death situations led them to emerge not just stronger, but arguably with more fan following than the most popular rock bands. They stepped into their roles as leaders, defenders of truth, and symbols of hope, with a swagger that would make superheroes blush. Levant, with his courage and chutzpah, is cut from the same cloth. He embraces adversity like an old friend, acknowledging that it often acts as a gym membership for the soul, building inner strength and resilience. As he performs a tightrope walk over the abyss of censorship and suppression, Levant is more than a beacon of hope. He's a one-man fireworks show, reminding us that truth, much like a spectacular finale, will ultimately light up the night sky. So, aspiring journalists, as you step into the thrilling roller coaster ride that is journalism, remember to fasten your seat belts, keep your hands inside the vehicle at all times, and enjoy the ride. Because when the going gets tough, the tough get going. And Levant, he doesn't just get going, he hits the pedal to the metal, leaves dust in his wake, and relishes every bit of it. So here's to the brave, the fearless, and the slightly crazy, the true guardians of truth. As the saying goes, fortune favors the bold. So let's roll up our sleeves, dive in head first, and give them hell. Conclusion and call to action. The path of journalism, as highlighted by Levant's discourse, is a journey requiring a multitude of skills and an unwavering commitment to the truth. This journey illuminates the vital role journalism plays in safeguarding democratic societies, where freedom of speech and press are paramount. The case of Levant serves as a powerful reminder of this and illustrates the skills necessary to fulfill this role effectively. Levant's legacy, along with countless other journalists who came before him, underscores the urgency to bridge the journalism skills gap. We believe that the lessons drawn from these real-world experiences will help aspiring journalists grow in their craft. To this end, we strongly encourage participation in our workshops, webinars, or courses designed to cultivate these skills, using compelling examples like Levant's work for learning and practical application. The pursuit of truth is the heart of journalism, and it is this spirit that we should strive to keep alive. As we navigate the challenges ahead, let us echo Levant's fearless approach. Remember his rallying cry and embody it in your work as journalists. Stand firm. Seek truth. As we champion the cause of truth-seeking and continuously strive to elevate the journalistic profession, we can look towards individuals like Ezra Levant as a beacon, guiding us in the right direction. Together, we can uphold the principle of truth-seeking, bridge the journalism skills gap, and play our part in fortifying the pillars of our democratic society. Now, it's time to give them hell. Related content. YouTube video clip. Why is Justin Trudeau destroying so many Canadian icons, including our passport? Description. There is a pattern going on, and the pattern is not a shock. It's what to be expected from Justin Trudeau. He is a one-world socialist type of person. And the only way you can get to that is you have to remove the history of Canada, said Manny Montenegrino. Rebel News YouTube channel. Inspiration. This article was inspired by the YouTube video clip, Our 4-Part Plan to Fight Trudeau's Internet Censorship Law, Bill C-11 by Rebel News. Description. Ezra Levant explains the 4-part plan Rebel News has to fight back against Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's Internet Censorship Law, Bill C-11.